Hello and welcome to Base Plate Reviews. So something a bit different today because it's a Ninjago set. I've only ever actually built one other Ninjago set, which is Ninjago City Gardens. But this is 71818 Tournament Battle Arena, 659 pieces. And this goes for $50 US, 50 euros, 45 British pounds and 65 Canadian dollars. Now I picked it up in Canadian, but for literally half price quite some time ago, and although this is an older set, so came out in June 2024, due to retire this year, I kind of thought it was worth doing the review of it now because I've got a suspicion that this might go on sale again for some fairly deep discounts once we're coming up to Prime days. We've got Black Friday coming up over the next couple of months, and they're going to want to get these off the shelves. Now there's some good things about this. 659 pieces, $50 US, pretty good on a parts to price ratio, but also we get 6 minifigs and 5 of those are exclusive to this set. So everything on the right hand side, the only one that's not exclusive is the Kai minifig just there. Got some, like I say, some pretty interesting part usage, and I think that I can use this to mock and mod and build something for my Chinatown section of the city. Let's have a look at the back of the box. Yeah, it shows this off a little bit better. You can see the good statue just there, and also the play feature, the main play feature of the set, which are the turning cogs just there, so you can have your minifigs fighting each other. Like I say, I've got a suspicion this might be going on discount as they try and get rid of this. It is retiring at the end of the year, and thought it was worth doing a review to see what we do get with it. I've got my suspicions that I've got a pretty good deal getting it 50% off, but let's get it open and see what we're working with. So the first thing to say is that this feels bulky, like it's pretty full up and pretty heavy for the size of the box that it is. So I'm pretty hopeful there's going to be a fair bit in here. It does look like the models are going to be some fairly disparate builds. So you've got a weapons rack just over here, the drum there, the statue there, and I think that even the actual battle arena might be separate, but like I say, we'll see that once we get it built. But let's get it open and see exactly what's in there, how many stickers we've got, stuff like that. So we've ended up with 6 fairly full bags, all kind of similar size to this one actually, so a fair bit in there. In terms of the booklet, that's pretty nice, just the one booklet, so it's not a case of that there's individual booklets for the individual sections. Again, printed pretty nicely, looks pretty decent. What have we got in here? 140 odd pages. And in terms of the sticker sheet, not too bad at all, and actually the stickers look pretty good, and especially if I'm going to be doing something with a Chinatown section of the city, you know, even if I didn't put the stickers on these parts, they'd be pretty good stickers. I'm pretty hopeful this is going to be a decent enough build. I don't think I'll do a time lapse, but I'll come back to you with the review. After about an hour's worth of building, then this is what we end up with, and I think for 659 pieces that this is fairly substantial. So it's 4 different modules. We've got the weapons rack at the side there, the actual fighting area at the middle. On the right hand side we've got that large drum, and then at the back we've got the statue and the steps leading up to it, and they're all just connected together with Technic pins, so you can actually switch them around if you want them in a different configuration. Obviously straight away you can see those 6 pretty good minifigures, and we will take a closer look at each of those of course. But on top of that, the first thing you can see is the play feature that's for the fighting arena, so those cogs on either side, which you can fight the minifigs until one falls off. I will show that a bit closer, but there's actually 2 other pretty good play features. So one of them makes the drum there tumble down, and there's another at the back of the steps which actually make the steps slide, so turns them to an angle so that minifigures will come tumbling down them. But I'll show you each of those play features and then we'll take a look at the minifigs too. Here are those 4 modules then, and if I spin this around you can see that we've got the Technic pins popping out of each side of it. But it is this one, the statue and the drum which have the play features. So we'll start off, we'll take a look at the play feature for the fighting arena. And I think that this is obviously the main kind of focus of the set. You can put any 2 figures together, but if you fight like this, well, there you go. Kind of a draw. I think that the Kai minifig went first. But you can see how this works. Pretty simple stuff, but still some decent imaginative play, you know, with figures that do all have weapons. You know, they are ninjas, so they are going to have some fights and stuff like that. Then we've got the drum, so you can see either side of the drum we've actually got these kind of, I wouldn't say drumsticks, they're too big for that, but batons for hitting the drum. And the idea is that we've got the guy in the green, Tok, there hitting the drum, and if I can stand this guy, Cinder, up straight, what you should be able to see is that there's a little lever just at the back here, and if I pull that out comes the drum rolling down and hits the other minifig. So pretty simple stuff, but again pretty effective. And then finally we've got the statue just here, and if I spin this around you should see that if I pull this out, the steps are going to go diagonal and the figure should go tumbling down. And sure enough, you can see that just there. So 3 pretty good play features. I don't think that that's bad for, again, just a less than 700 piece set. You're getting quite a bit of value from this in terms of the build and the play features. Anyway, let's get on to the minifigs. Onto the minifigs then, and I'm sure for a lot of you this is going to be the highlight of the set naturally. We'll start off with Kai then, and he along with Sora and Cinder is in his Tournament of Sources suit. Got some really nice printing on the body and the legs, and got some great accessories as well. Also got that alternate face, and as ever his hairpiece is a really great one. The Sora minifig's a really great one as well. Again, great printing on the body and the legs, but it's that arm printing which is really excellent. I believe that that's not actually supposed to be a prosthetic arm, it's just supposed to be armour. And of course she has one of the best hair pieces in all of LEGO minifigs, with the headphones built into the hairpiece. Onto one of our antagonists then, and this is Cinder, who's the elemental master of smoke, I believe. He's got those ghost style legs and a just amazing sword. He's also got a nice alternate face and just overall a really great minifig. The Wolf Mask Warrior minifig is just crazy. Of course it's got that wolf mask that actually goes on over the top of the minifig head, but on top of it he's got these great big claws coming out from the back of his backpack, seem to be attached by lava or something. Just a really striking minifig. Takes up a lot of space when he has that backpack attached. We've then got Evil J. I believe he's become an antagonist in the series. And just another really solid minifig. Nice ninja headgear and some really good accessories as well. Underneath that ninja headgear, he does have an alternate face print as well. So one of them's masked, one of them unmasked. Just really solid. Finally, we've got another protagonist in Tox. And actually, this is probably my favourite from the set. I think that she's got just a fantastic torso print. I love the lime green jacket, which goes perfectly with her hair. Fantastic printing here on the front and back of the torso. And actually the legs match up really well as well. Obviously the hairpiece is just a great one. And that's the reason she doesn't have an alternate face print, because of that hair. Overall, just 6 awesome minifigs. Some of the best I've ever seen. Overall thoughts then, well, I have to say I'm very pleasantly surprised. I came into this fully expecting the minifigs to be the absolute highlight of the set, and of course they are really excellent, but actually those play features are really great too. So I think it hits all the marks for a Ninjago set. In terms of criticisms, well, I have to say that banners would normally be, if they were hanging, going straight down rather than at a diagonal, and you'll actually see on the box they know that, and they've got them sat like they're just coming straight down, you know, gravity and all. But this is the way that you build them. There's no way to adjust them, you know, they're locked in place there, so that's not great. In terms of the stickers, not egregious at all, and I should be showing you a few pictures of the stickers right now. The only ones I didn't really like applying were the ones that sat on those panels on the interior of them. That can be a bit fiddly, but otherwise, yeah, pretty good. Like I say, the play features, excellent. The minifigs, great. I'm probably going to part this out to a degree at least, and there's lots of useful parts there with the golds and reds for Chinatown section of the city. The statue just needs a tiny bit of modification, and that's pretty much ready to be a little shrine or something. Yeah, overall, I think that if you're a Ninjago fan, or you've got a kid who likes Ninjago, that this hits all the marks really. Lots of unique minifigures. I'm probably going to place some of mine just around my city, certainly in Ninjago City Gardens, and it looks pretty good. Obviously it's not meant as a display piece, but I think with minor modification you could put pretty much all of it into a city layout or a diorama. So yeah, very, very good set. And like I say, my suspicion is that this is going to be one which goes on sale over the kind of Black Friday period. It is retiring at the end of 2026, so if you can get this for kind of 50%, 40% off, you're getting a load of great minifigures, some really nice accessories. I think you saw that there's lots of swords and other weapons left over, even once you build it as is. But hopefully you've enjoyed the review. If you have, then please do leave a like. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. And with that, I'll leave you and say, as always, be good.